Hi YouTube, my name is Dory. Please forgive the poor quality of this video. I am very new to this. Although I think I made a couple of videos really long time ago about some algebra problems for school. Anyhow, I'm pretty new to this, and I'm certainly new to the weight loss community. I am pre-op. I am planning, hoping, intending to have vertical sleeve weight loss surgery. I'm anticipating that happening in February. All of you probably know that getting weight loss surgery is a long to very long process depending on your insurance and your health and a whole bunch of requirements that vary from person to person. So you probably want to know my stats. I am 5 foot and 1/2 inch tall. Yes, that's 5 foot and 0.5 inches tall. Not 5 foot and 1.5 inches tall. That would happen in my dreams. My highest recorded weight was 384 pounds. I began this journey to pursue weight loss surgery last July, although I have been thinking about it for many years. And I have actually started the process of pursuing this a couple of times. The stars never aligned for me. Either I didn't have insurance that would cover it, or I had insurance but I was working at a job that there was no way on God's green earth that I was going to be able to get the time to do it, or I'm a single mom of 2 boys. They are now 10 and 8, so trying to be chief cook and bottle washer, and along with trying to recover from a major surgery was probably not going to happen either. So this time the stars aligned for me to get this done. I am, let's see, I am 43 years old. My kids and I live in an quote-unquote intergenerational household. Basically that means that we live with my folks, my family, because of a lot of reasons which I'm not going to go into now and maybe never will. Anyhow, so last July I suffered from hubris of the fat, I call it. I was, 43 years old and did not have one health problem at all. My supposedly normal weighted friends all had health problems. They were type 2 diabetics, or they had bad arthritis, or they had high blood pressure, the normal middle-aged illness that creeps up on you. And I didn't have any of that. So in my fat hubris, I said, you know what? I may be fat, but I'm healthy. And the powers of the universe that be smacked me over the head with a clue by 4 last July, when I accidentally discovered I was indeed type 2 diabetic. So I took my butt into the doctor to begin treatment for that, and the first thing that came out of my doctor's mouth was, if I were you, I would have weight loss surgery, because the chances of it reversing the diabetes is very good. And I guess that was the universe saying, okay, now is the time to do this thing. So, my highest recorded weight was 384 pounds. That was probably 2 years ago. My weight when I started this journey pursuing weight loss surgery in mid-July of 2014 was 362 pounds. I have worked first to get my blood sugar and my A1C down. My initial A1C was 9.2, and I worked my butt off to get that down, cutting carbs, watching calories, getting moving, you know, the normal stuff we all know works. And I have slowly taken off, I guess it's 40, about 40 pounds. We'll say 38 for sure. So when I weighed in, I weighed myself on Monday. Today is Wednesday. Today is Thursday, January 15th. When I weighed myself on Monday, I was 324.4 pounds. So that's roughly 38 pounds down from July. My insurance required that I do 6 months of a medically supervised weight loss attempt. So I have been doing that. The irony, this is a warning for all you pre-oppers, 6 months, it's sort of like when they tell you you're 9 months pregnant, you're really not 9 months pregnant, you're 10 months pregnant. Yeah, the same type of thing. It's 6 full months. So when they ask you to document, or they ask you for the documentation from your physician, they're looking for actually 7 months of documentation from the initial visit to the quote-unquote last visit. That's actually 7 months of documentation. Supposedly, my last visit to my primary for this medically supervised 6 months is going to be tomorrow. So I am luckily at the end of my initial phase of pursuing approval for surgery. I'm going through the University of Michigan Bariatric Center. I have also done the upper endoscopy, which revealed that I had a couple of ulcers, but no H. pylori. I have done the cardiac clearance, which was an EKG and visit with a cardiologist, an assessment by a cardiologist. I've done the pulmonary clearance. I also have done the psychiatric or psychological evaluations, and the medical evaluations, and the nutritional evaluations, and all of that stuff. So I also am aware that I will have to do a full month on the preoperative diet. I know when I began looking into weight loss surgery about 5 years ago, they would tell you, and I gather that some insurances and some doctors' offices now still tell you, you have to lose a certain percentage of your weight before surgery. The U of M Bariatric Center is not looking for particular percentage of weight loss. However, the liver does lay anatomically over the stomach, and when you are morbidly obese like I am, one of the places that stores a lot of fat is the liver, so it becomes enlarged, making surgery on your stomach that much more difficult. In order to have a better outcome with the surgery, sorry for the camera going all over, in order to have a better outcome for the surgery, they have to get the liver to shrink prior to surgery. Because of my BMI, which is 64 something or 67, I think it was 67 something and now it's 64, I don't know. Anyhow, it's well over 60. Because of my BMI, I have to do a full month of preoperative diet. Their preoperative diet constitutes 115 grams of protein per day, 100 carbs or less per day, and about 1,000 calories per day. It is semi-liquid, meaning it involves protein shakes. It also can include a couple of things like I can have a few raw vegetables like cauliflower or broccoli or celery. Cannot have cooked vegetables, and they're all the very low carb vegetables. I can also have broth. I can have Jello, sugar-free pudding, skim milk, almond milk, and I think cashew milk. Can't have any other solids except for I can have up to 1/2 cup a day of oatmeal, and I can have up to 1/2 cup a day of cream of wheat. I guarantee you that if you eat everything that's on the list of possibilities, and there's probably a list of 20 or so things that you can eat, and that's all you're allowed to eat, but if you try to eat all of them in one day, you will be way over your 1,000 calories. So I've been keeping my calories. So given the fact that I have to do this for a month and I know it, I chose to start on my own January 1st. The reason is, here comes my cat. Say hi, Dusty. Dusty, that's my kitty cat. She's really old. She's pretty. Anyhow, so I knew that I would be records when my screen goes to sleep for a moment. Anyhow, I knew that I would be finishing my completing my 6 months prerequisite in mid-January, and I didn't want to be told, oh, okay, you've completed that. Now we can start the 30-day process. I wanted to be one step ahead of the game. I don't know if my strategy is going to work or not to make my surgery possible in mid-February instead of the end of February or early March, but I instituted the preoperative diet on January 1st anyhow. It can't hurt. It can only help, although it is very challenging. I will confess to one breakdown once, and it wasn't horrible, but I couldn't access any of my normal preoperative food. There was some construction going on in our kitchen. It only lasted a day, but it lasted longer than it was supposed to have, so I wound up having to eat a healthy alternative that was not on my preoperative diet. I figure because I started so early anyhow, it's probably not going to be a huge deal, but I did break. I was really frickin' hungry. I'm already approaching 15 minutes, so I don't want to extend this any longer, and I have a tendency to babble on. So I want to give some shout outs to some folks that have been making YouTube videos right along. I have been lurking for a long time. I have been lurking, watching videos from you all since last August, so I've been lurking for a long time. I've only in the last few weeks started posting comments a couple of times, but a lot of you have really helped me stick to my guns, helped me when I was despondent about actually getting anywhere with this program. A lot of you I've been able to commiserate with because you voiced some of the same concerns I've had. So I thank all of those who came before me. As they say, we are always standing on the shoulders of the giants that came before us. So I'd like to thank specifically Les of Sarah, I Heart Lace, RNY. Lacey, you have said so many things that were absolutely my heart and soul at that moment. So thank you for being so transparent and so willing to be vulnerable. Thank you to Fly Girl VSG. I love your style. I love your energy and enthusiasm. Thank you, oh my gosh, to Finding Elizabeth for your wisdom and your fortitude. You've been great. Thank you to Cluesy. Oh my gosh, the most fun videos ever. Thank you to Lauren Losing. I've been where you have been as well, so I know what some of those battles that you've talked about are like. More power to you. You have recognized and started overcoming those battles so much earlier and so much younger than I did, and what a wonderful, amazing thing that is for you. Recently, VSG Bulldog, love the cooking channel, love it. I'm kind of missing your weight loss videos, but love that you're still there with the cooking channels. I also want to give shout outs to VSG Redesign Me. Courtney, you're doing fabulous. You're just, she just had her surgery about a week ago. Melissa Collins, I kind of hear that you're struggling a little bit. I miss you. Please come back, give us a video, let us know that you're okay. But lots of healing energy and good feelings and prayers, if you will, coming your way. Back to me. Oh my gosh, I just blanked on your actual real name. I'm so sorry, and I watch you regularly. Thank you. Again, you are so full of spunk and energy. I love it. And Austin is the only city in Texas I would ever visit. And potentially a sleeve sister, CCVSG. I love what you posted about, is weight loss surgery compatible with health at every size? I think there's a lot of wonderful questions there about identity and how identity changes when we're going through this process. And I look forward to exploring some of that with you. And I hope that I can contribute as much to someone as you all have contributed to me by sharing your journeys. So thank you. This is my introductory video to weight loss surgery, VSG. Oh, and Max Benson. Oh my God. If you haven't watched any of Max Benson's videos, he is flippin' hysterical. Anyhow, so thank you, Max. I'm going to stop recording now. I'm not going to edit this. I'm not even going to look at it because I'm sure it looks like butt. And if I try to redo it, I'll edit myself and it won't be as real, and I could be here for the next month trying to make something that I think is acceptable. So, have a wonderful day. Keep putting the videos out there. If you don't know it, you are really helping other people by having the courage to be honest and vulnerable with all of your journeys. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later.